ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Namaste friends. Up to now we have been told in Bhagavad Gita that what is true sannyas. Sannyas means renunciation of the fruits of our actions. And by renunciation of fruits of actions and by doing such works which are good for the society, for the people at large, which are equivalent to yajna or sacrifices, we can purify our mind. Due to busy life, if one is not able to do large works for the good of community, one can do small acts of kindness, such as helping the poor, needy or old people, or keeping some food and water for the birds. These small works of kindness do matter, and eventually they purify our mind. But purification of mind cannot lead to realization of the self. For realization, we have to do Dhyan or meditation. And that is why in this chapter, Dhyan or meditation has been explained by Sri Krishna. Up till now, there was stress on the work without self, and now the mantra is work on the self. But by doing these nishkam karmas, our vasanas and sankalpas get exhausted, and this purified mind then becomes helpful for meditation. Another important point which is stressed in the very beginning by Sri Krishna is that one should uplift himself by himself. No one else can help him. We should introspect every night and find out our actual imperfections and wrongdoings, and then try to improve upon them. This possibility of improvement lies in every human being. It depends on us how we utilize it. Now, a seeker of bliss or ananda, which is much higher than the happiness or joy we get from sense objects, is expected here to be free of hoarding the things. Now, a seeker who is also a householder is supposed to save some money, some He has to keep some provisions for the safe future of his family. And he must do it also. But what is implied here is that he should not be always obsessed with this idea of earning, hoarding, and then keeping it in safe places all the time. Now, such a seeker becomes eligible for meditation or dhyan. Now, before meditation or dhyan, how the seeker should sit, what should be his posture, this has been also explained by Sri Krishna. These external techniques are important because unless one sits properly, one is not able to concentrate or meditate. And that is why in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras also, dhyan comes after asana or posture. We have to keep our body fit, healthy, and strong by doing some exercises. And we should sit for meditation. We should sit on firm seat and with back, neck and head should be erect. Our gaze should be fixed on the tip of nose. Then the body can remain motionless for some times and one can meditate. Again, Sri Krishna says that one who is a seeker should be moderate in eating, sleeping, and recreation. Eating and sleeping should be need-based. Same is true of recreation. Nothing is prohibited, but everything should be done moderately, and our mind should not be always obsessed with this idea of worldly things. Here I want to add one thing, that if somebody is doing other works such as cooking, painting, or engrossed in music, or studying, or office work with 100% concentration, that is also a dhyan or meditation. Because dhyan is that in which the subject, karta or doer, becomes one with the object or karma without having any other thought. So, one should try to concentrate on the work, whatever he is doing, or one should sit erect or meditate on the self. Now, a very practical question is asked by Arjun, that one cannot meditate unless the mind is controlled and calm. But how to control this unsteady mind? Mind is very powerful, very fickle, unyielding, and its control is equivalent to controlling wind. So Sri Krishna gives here a formula or mantra for controlling the mind. The constant practice and detachment are two important factors by which we can control this unsteady mind. By constant practice, what is meant? That we have to attach our mind from unreal, that is asat, to real sat. Because mind cannot remain unattached. So we have to detach it from the unreal and attach it with real. Now here I just want to clarify what is asat and what is sat. It has been explained already in Bhagavad Gita that asat or unreal is that which is transitory, anitya, which is not permanent, which is changing, which is born and then it gets destroyed also. So even our body, it undergoes so many changes since birth, like childhood, then youth, old age and death. So this body is also asat, unreal, and so is all the things in the world which are changing. So these are all asat. And what is sat? Sat is what is inside our body, and that is soul. One life principle which exists in all the beings. It is eternal, nitya. It is neither born nor it dies. It is permanent. It does not change. So we have to detach our mind from the worldly things, and it is to be attached with real, that is soul. And this we have to do again and again. Whenever our mind wanders from whenever our mind wanders from sat to asat, we have to bring it back, and then we have to concentrate on sat only. By doing this again and again, mind gets calm and quiet, slowly and slowly. This does not happen overnight. This is to be done very patiently, and it happens in due course of time. So with this constant practice and with detachment from fruits of actions, our mind becomes calm and quiet. And in this calm and quiet mind, the seeker can realize its true nature, which is bliss. Or in simple words, we can say that when one is happy in all the circumstances, it accepts whatever comes to him, just like as Guru Nanak Dev also said in Guru Granth Sahib tera pana meetha lage. Whatever God gives us is very sweet. So when this attitude is there, then that seeker realizes that there is only one being there is only one soul in all the beings, and then unconditional love flows, barring all the barriers of caste, creed, and place. In the last of this chapter, Arjun asks another question, that if a person who was practicing yoga with Shraddha but wanders away from yoga, then what will be his future? Then Sri Krishna categorically states here that there is no destruction for such person, because life is a continuing chain. He is reborn in the house of pious people. There he again gets that intelligence from the previous birth, and making effort in the present life, he reaches the highest goal. Therefore, Sri Krishna concludes the chapter by saying that the yogi who meditates on the self is the highest among the yogis. So one should be a yogi like that. Thank you very much for being with me. Hope to see you in the next video.